What's up, Raider Nation? So we lost again. What's new? What's honestly new? We lost again. We lost to the Vikings this time. In a game that I thought we had a chance. In a game that I thought, um, I thought maybe we would beat them if we can handle them early on because they weren't as overpowered as the Chiefs. But, well, boy, was I wrong. I was wrong once again, because, check out my Raiders stream, guys. But, boy, once again, I was wrong. Like I said, we lost once again, so, that's definitely not good. But, like I said, we lost to Minnesota 31-14 in an ugly effort, sloppy effort. We really didn't do anything. We just overall sucked. So there's 4 things that I highlighted within the game that I have issues with. So I'm just gonna go over that as opposed to just complaining about the whole entire game. So let's just get into it. So my first issue was why wasn't Derek throwing the ball? Like I know he was like throwing the ball because you have to throw it every time you throw a pass, but like. It's been 6 years of the same dink and dunk, 2-yard gain, slant route type throws. At some point, it's got to stop. Derek has all the ammo in the world, all the arm talent in the world, or he could literally throw a 20-yard pass down the field, find somebody open. He has way better options this year than he did last year. Last year, he had options exiting. This year, he had he has options that I've set in stone. I know those aren't the best options in the NFL, but they're serviceable. What I'm saying is, why isn't Derek taking shots deep? I don't know. I think he's afraid. I'm getting tired of it. It's like, okay, here's an instance. It was, 2nd and 18 on a flag, and the concept was to throw it deep, obviously, because Derek throws it 2 yards check down to Josh Jacobs. How is that going to win you a game? It's just, yeah. It's upsetting as a Raider fan. I'm just getting tired of it. It's just, something needs to change. What I will say, though, the best play was when Derek decided to talk to Gruden, call a timeout, and actually, throw a flea flicker to J.J. Nelson. That was really nice. We caught him off guard, easy touchdown. If we could do that all game long, we would have won. We just can't, though. You just can't do that, or else, obviously the offense will catch the drift of that, if you will, and they'll take it the rest of the way, pretty much. Next thing is our defense. Our defense, when will it get better? I know that we acquired good linebackers that are serviceable, such as, Vontez Perfect or Tahir Whitehead or trying to think. Vontez. Oh, and Nicholas Morrow. But something's not right. Everybody blames our losses on Derek Carr, and obviously that's kind of, expected because he's the captain of the team. He's the leader of the team. But it's really not his fault. And I'll explain here in a second. Okay? The defense, we need to get something. I guess we really need to give up those 2 first-round picks for Jalen Ramsey, don't we? Because something's got to change. It just, I'm about done with the defense. They show promise. They show strides. They give all they can. And then it's like they start playing pee-wee football. They start playing freshman football, and they don't tackle. They're too slow. They're always getting hurt. And they can't even tackle a third-string running back. I'm not saying that Dalvin Cook was a third string, but there was a point of the game where the Vikings were winning so heavily where they put in some guy named Boone, who I guess was a third string running back. And that's how you know our defense sucks. We just our defense is always going to cost us games, while our offense is always going to try to win us games. I don't know when the Raiders defense is going to be good next time. I don't. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know when to predict an answer. I don't know how to predict an answer. I don't know what I can tell you that will make our defense better. I don't know. And I mean, don't go over here and blame it all on Jonathan Abram being out, because that's just not it. I mean, he would help, but you know. My next issue. I know Josh Jacobs was sick, and I know they had him on a pitch count, which is kind of unfortunate for me and my fantasy team. Oh, by the way, my fantasy team is playing like crap. They have 30 points compared to my opponent's 92. Yeah. Kind of tough. But like I said, I know Josh Jacobs was on a pitch count because he got sick and he's lost 10 pounds or something like that. But like, can somebody please explain to me what those carries that he was in? Why didn't he bounce off to the outside? He had clear as day running lanes, and he refused. He refused to bounce outside. And you know, I'm ripping his jersey, so you know it's not like me to talk crap about him. But in this case, I kind of have to. I mean, it's why don't you bounce out to the outside? Why don't you go past the line of scrimmage? Why don't you push and shove and be the running back you're supposed to be? What happened to you, dude? You can't say you didn't have enough energy. I know they pumped him with a bunch of IVs, but like Jacobs, that wasn't good enough, and that's unacceptable, bud. Sorry to tell you. My next issue was the Raiders only dressed four receivers in the game, and that was J.D. Nelson, Tyrell Williams, Hunter Renfrow, and Keelan Doss. Four receivers and one tight end. Where was Keelan Doss the whole game? They didn't play him at all. At all. And if he wasn't, I didn't see it. Because they didn't play him at all. And I'm very disappointed. I'm getting angry. Why I'm getting angry? Because I'm getting sick and tired of it. Why I'm getting sick and tired of it is because I feel like Gruden is clearly using Doss. Why I say that is because Gruden clearly used them for publicity and entertainment during Hard Knocks. And then now, you know, I'm convinced that Gruden doesn't want him on the roster. I really am. But we had to re-sign him because he's familiar with our team, and because at that time, that's when the clown left because he was too busy worrying about himself. So at that point, we had no receivers to look at, so we just brought in Doss. But like, it's not working. And you know what's sad too is we don't have a solid number 2 option. We just don't. But I mean, it's like, why aren't you playing Doss when you only have 4 receivers dressed? Put him out there. Put him at QB Trent. Put him at something. We had Dwayne Harris out with a concussion. Put him at something. Put him at something, Raiders. Something's got to give. I don't know what you're doing, Gruden. I don't know why you're not putting him in. I'm getting tired of it. It's just like, oh, I forgot to mention J.J. Nelson. But still, it's like, Gruden's not playing him. Gruden's using him. Gruden's telling the media all this and stuff, and he's not even playing him. I feel like Gruden's using him. I just don't like it. Gruden doesn't want him, but Gruden has to pay him all that money, and now we can't get rid of him because of all that money we give him. So he's guaranteed a roster on the 53-man roster. He's guaranteed a spot on the 53-man roster, even though it's looking like he's not going to play at all. Poor kid, man. Poor kid. I'm very disappointed. I'm very angry. You guys should have seen me during that game. I was losing it. And I wish no ill will on the Raiders players. I make statements that kind of, go against what I think about the team entirely. But, I wish no ill will on the Raiders, the Vikings, or, any other NFL team. But when, your favorite team is losing a game, you're obviously going to get mad and say stuff that isn't true, right? So I just did. I was going off. I was mad. I mean, who wouldn't be? You know? And then, like I said, we couldn't cover. Oh, by the way, Curtis Riley, you need to go. Curtis Riley, number 35, needs to get cut immediately for immediate release, please. He cannot cover. For some odd reason, Paul Gunter decided to put him on Adam Thielen today. And like, that obviously didn't work, and, nobody would expect it to work. So he kept getting burnt, and, Adam Thielen would make a move, and Curtis Riley would lose his coverage. And then there was a play where he was trying to assist Vontaze Burfict with a tackle. But we had a lot of injuries. I know Marco Lee got hurt. I know Vontaze Burfict got a little dinged up. And I know that Nicholas Morrow hurt his foot. Pretty bad. But with that being said, it's just like, and he was trying to help out Vontaze Burfict with a tackle, and he got a penalty for a face mask call. And there was a call where he was trying to stop Thielen from catching a touchdown, and he put his hands up, and he caused a pass interference. Like, yeah, dude, you need to go. I thought the Raiders would, I think he's more of a sub linebacker than he is a safety. Yeah, dude, Curtis Riley needs to be cut immediately. He's not it. That ain't it, Chief. And I know that the Raiders defense is a lot faster, and you see glimpses of it. By the way, Cleveland Farrell made a really nice deflection at one point, but they're just not getting to any NFL quarterback in general fast enough, and it's really taking a toll on the Raiders' play. Now, for you guys saying that this was all Derek's fault, it's really not. Today his stat line was 27-31 for 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Now the pick, yeah, it was his fault because he threw it at the feet of Harrison Smith, which was kind of stupid. But yeah. Now you take the interception out of the equation, and it looks even better. Carr tries his hardest and hardest and hardest and hardest and hardest. But the truth is, our defense isn't all there. We're not good at all. The defense plays like pee-wee football. They do. They just do. So, until otherwise, I will not accept any complaints of it being Derek Carr's fault. Now, I will say I am slightly concerned for next week because Carr didn't take many deep shots, which kind of concerned me. But I know next week we play the Colts, who are dealing with a lot of adversity, from Andrew Luck's retirement to Vinatieri's misses. They got a lot of adversity towards them, and I think that should help the Raiders win. I think that's going to be our easiest game of the whole entire 7 game road stretch or whatever it is. So, but overall, I'm not happy with the performance, but I do appreciate the Raiders fighting back at the end to score a touchdown. I mean, what else do you want me to say? So yeah, Raider Nation, that's gonna end it for me. On to Indianapolis. Game 2 of our 6-game road stretch. So we'll see how that goes. Until the Raider Nation. Oh yeah, by the way, Mr. Clown got cut from the Patriots. So he retired today. He retired this morning. He actually announced his retirement this morning. He said he's done with the NFL, and he wants the NFL Players Association to get the Raiders and Patriots to pay him his money back. Neither team is gonna give him any of his money back. He's a loser, a lunatic. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, Raider Nation. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, go Raiders.